All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, look, I'm not gonna complain on tape.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talents that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one, but the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Dumas on the wing. Portier outside. Illich. MP. Good. First shot, first basket.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Here's Lambert. And a great assist that time by Marks. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing top competition. It's been a win-win. You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
And as a point guard, Portier understands it's his responsibility to involve his teammates. That's a great pass right there.
Now here's Marks. Here's Lambert. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
It's just a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the court, guys.
Pass to MP. Dumas on the wing. Back to MP. Here's Illich. Covered by Marchand. Inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, that's just bogey being bogey, right? We've seen this time and time again.
Something that's interesting, you kind of think about, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's Lambert. And yep, it's good.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
MP inside. Lambert's there. Pass to MP. Portier right side. Back to MP. Out to Ahern. 2 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Paris.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Now here's Chauvet. Now Marks. And it's Portier with the rebound. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
This is what you have to realize about MP. He can get points anytime he wants, but he's also unselfish.
Marchand outside. Marks. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
And that's using the bounce pass to perfection.
It's Paris leading. Here's Portier.
Out to the right wing.
Pass to Dumas. And here's Aho.
From deep.
Marchand with the rebound. And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. So his agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
And Nanterre has possession.
They trail by 6. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Offensive board. Pass to Peltier. Outside for Marks. Back to Lambert.
They shoot again. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 6. And the second quarter.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here in Paris. And Paris FC basket, call time. Pass to Dumas. Portier. Back to MP. Kick out to Dumas.
Just for a shoot.
Here's MP.
And that shot falls short that time.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Florian Marks getting to his spot and leaving the D to stand for disappointed.
MP outside. Outside Dumas.
To the middle.
Here's MP.
It's good as 5 others before it were. He's now shooting 6 for 7.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Pass to Lambert. Double team on Lambert.
For 3.
New misses. MP inside. Guarded by Lambert.
And MP is just taking charge right now. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to score.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, who worked his way through the ranks, he would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Here's Beaumarchais. Pass to Marks.
To the inside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark.
Here's Paris.
To the paint.
Here's MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Pass to Lambert. Beaumarchais. Now here's Marks.
Down low.
Lambert.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nanterre likes to get that kind of passing from Marks. Facilitating from the wing only adds to his value.
MP on the wing.
The 3.
Offensive rebound.
Zadirko, good.
He's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. I like to see that hustle.
To the middle.
Here's Lambert.
And so we wrap up the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 12. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. But one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Marks with the ball, now guarded by Portier. Pass to Peltier. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
That's a nice job getting it done inside by Peltier. You know, I'd like to see a little more of that from him.
And here's Elish. Covered by Marchand. Pass to Elish. Here's MP.
Sinks that one from the post.
He's been key for them, the way he's distributed the ball.
No doubt, Tim. And when the offense runs through him, it's just such a smooth operation.
And it's so much fun to watch.
Pass to Chauvet. And it's Portier with the rebound. Here's Paris. Here's Dumont for three.
He can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Showing just how explosive he can be. Marks with the hammer.
And MP gets it to go.
They've hardly needed anyone else to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all their offense.
Pass to Lambert. Outside Chauvet. Here's Marchand. Kick out to Chauvet. Over Portier.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
MP on the wing.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
The shot is good on the assist by Elish.
Nice find by Bogdan Elish. Listen, this guy has seen everything during his long pro career.
To the inside.
Here's Lambert.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Pass to MP.
Shot clock at 5.
MP on the wing.
Launches a 3.
Rebound by Nanterre.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Yeah, well, we all know that Lambert can shoot it, but that length gives him a major advantage around the rim as well.
And here's MP from the arc. MP can't get that one to fall. And Nanterre has possession.
Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Marchand outside. Outside Marks. Peltier outside. And Elish pulls it down. Well, we heard scouts were here to see what Lambert could do, but MP is certainly making a case for himself.
Most people thought Lambert would be running away with this game, but MP is letting those NBA scouts know Lambert's not the only player they should be paying attention to.
Pass to Chauvet. Screen by Lambert.
Inside.
Outside for Marks.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Knocking it down from outside. Great work by Marks, stretching out the floor.
Now here's MP. Guarded by Lambert.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, he's been the key to their offense with the way he shot the ball.
Yeah, his percentage today is outstanding. He's not the only one who's put them in this hole.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC Basket ahead.
They're up by 10. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going. And Nanterre making a change here. And Paris FC basket, call time.
.60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
Here's Matt. Pass to Dumont. Blanchet.
6 to shoot.
Back to Dumont.
Launches it.
And Lambert pulls it down.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert, and with every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing.
Here's Matt. Pass to MP. Outside Dumont. Back to MP.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Marks.
To the paint.
Lambert.
And he banks in the layup.
He's just feeling it. He's terrific at shooting it from the field.
Timeout called, Paris.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Dumont. He's guarded by Peltier. Back to Portier.
Shoots the three.
And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Chauvet with it. Now guarded by Portier. And again, Lambert.
Feathery touch. Little teardrop. Lambert showing just how versatile he can be.
It's Paris leading. Here's MP. Paris FC basket with another miss. Now here's Chauvet. Covered by Portier.
And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
Yeah, but I'd go along with it. It didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Yeah, me too, Brian.
Ahern outside. Back to Portier.
Down low.
Pass to Ahern. Dumont. Now MP. Guarded by Lambert.
That one goes in.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
Just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
Back to Marchand. Pass to Lambert.
Clock at 6. Elish the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elish. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
And it's MP missing.
The alley-oop's a great play when it works, and a terrible one when it doesn't.
It can make you look silly, and we got a little silliness right there. And look at his coach. This isn't a clown show. There's no time to be silly. This is time to win a game.
MP on the wing. Portier. Ahern outside.
Inside.
MP.
Banked in off the glass.
And that's got to be the nail in the coffin.
I'd say so. They've done a great job of closing this one out, never backing off, even with the big lead.
To the middle. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote, and what a story she wrote.
What was the story? 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Here's Portier for three. Marchand with the rebound. That'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young, but I think they turned some heads with how...
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
They play hard here in France, and everyone's a pro, so the level of competition is a lot better than in high school. But I got some great teammates and coaches, and they're helping me get up to speed.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Pete, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep. You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No. You have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
That's good.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is?
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent. Why don't you describe your games to my follower?
But you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yo, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
I thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mec. M'en fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Bro, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw it over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah. It'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports coverage of the FBSL. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. It's Paris FC hitting the road to face Strasbourg Basket Pro.
I think this is going to be a great one, Blake. Both Paris and Strasbourg have a lot of young talent, and there should be no shortage of up-and-down action tonight.
That's right, and two of the biggest names for their respective teams, MP and Vincent Ledoux.
Quite frankly, those are the guys everyone is here to see. Ledoux, easily one of the top prospects in France right now. And then you got MP, an up-and-comer from the United States who's been making a case for himself. This is a great test for both of them on a stage full of curious eyes.
Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Pass to Portier. MP.
Fakes it off the glass.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Now here's Leduc.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Well, he's a serious playmaker. I mean, it's pretty easy to see why Leduc has so much success.
Pass to Ahern. MP outside.
There's the triple.
Strasburg with the rebound.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Portier. And it's MP missing. Brentford outside. Pass to Vasseur. Leduc. They get it back.
Soft touch off the glass.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Roquefort is someone you have to watch out. He really earned that offensive rebound.
Vasseur with the steal. Leduc with it. Illich picks him up. Now Vasseur. Leduc.
Goes up from the top of the key.
Again, Leduc missing. And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EVA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Vasseur.
One up, one down, and he makes his first shot of this game.
Well, the defense has to bring more effort against Vasseur down there, or else he's going to just torch him inside.
To the middle.
Roquefort. It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
MP on the wing. Pass to Illich.
Good. First shot, first basket.
Look at Bogey. You might have to send the whole team to guard him.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA. He's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
He really has tightened up. No flow to his game at the moment.
And the shot goes in.
I mean, that's just bogey being bogey, right? We've seen this time and time again.
Pass to Miller.
Puts up a three.
And it's Portier with the rebound. Paris trailing. Now Ahern. Vasseur defending. Illich inside. Again, it's Paris.
Well, sometimes it's about taking what the defense gives you. And Illich, as a mature basketball player, knows all about that.
Now here's Leduc. Outside Lemieux. Pass to Leduc.
And a miss there on the triple.
Gosh, you look at him, you watch him, and you notice his mechanics, they're totally out of whack. He's lost all feel for his shot.
And you can tell that just by looking at his numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Boy.
First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup here in Strasbourg. Strasbourg calls timeout. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Outside Lemieux. Good, and Leduc gets the assist.
Total control on the long-range shots. Lemieux had it dialed in just how he likes it.
Outside Illich. Pass to MP.
Now here's Zadirko.
Vasseur defending.
Oop, they picked the pass. Down low.
Here's Lemieux.
It's good. Hits his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
A wiry wing. Lemieux able to sneak in for 2. But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Now here's Vasseur. And Roquefort throwing it down.
Roquefort's most effective when he's using his size to do a lot of damage close into the bucket.
MP outside. Portier outside.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Nice pass. He got that ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket.
And Roquefort throwing it down.
That's the unselfishness you want from your players. Lemieux creating for his teammate.
And we'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Gotta time up the clock to do that.
Picks it up to Zadirko. Back to MP.
Pass to Zadirko. And that one drops for him.
He's been able to find the open man every trip down the floor.
Yeah, it sure has seemed like it. Great day passing the basketball for him.
And here's Leduc. He's covered by Ahern. Here's Leon.
Brings the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for 1 more.
Portier picks one up. Ahern outside.
From past the arc, connects from 3-point range.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And here's Paris.
A 4-point game.
And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Shot clock at 2.
Illich with the bucket.
Well, despite his age, Bogdan Illich can still put up big scoring nights and lead this Paris FC basket squad night in and night out.
3, Lemieux. Offensive rebound. Here's Roquefort.
And finally, they hit one.
Terrific job to convert the putback opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish, and that's something we say about him a lot.
Pass to Dumont. MP.
Takes the 3.
Good work defensively by Vasseur. Now Leduc. Out to Miller.
Shoots the 3.
And that one comes off the assist by Leduc.
Confident stroke for Miller. Strasbourg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances. And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, This is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Now here's Leduc. Here's Miller. Pass to Leduc.
For the lead.
It's hauled in by Paris. Dumont on the wing. Portier.
Inside.
MP.
In it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Lemieux, that's good.
Credit the keen eye of Vincent Leduc. French basketball is all about the team, and he certainly fits that mold.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting five.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Strasburg trailing. On the wing, Miller. Pass to Leduc. Now Lemuel.
For the lead.
And it's Portier with the rebound.
Yeah, on an open look like that, he's usually very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Surprising miss. I mean, he's almost always deadly when he's that open, even from way downtown.
Now here's Vasseur. Roquefort outside. Outside Leduc.
Lets it go from deep.
It's hauled in by Paris. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Now here's Lemuel.
7 points in the game.
Miller outside. Lemuel. Back to Miller.
The left wing.
Leduc for three. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Roquefort.
And I'm thinking Roquefort will continue to punish the defense. They need to get in his way a little more if they want to slow him down.
To the inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk and draws the foul. He will go to the line.
It's going to go on Elit.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And Strasburg Basket Pro calling timeout.
Stay there.
To the paint.
Here's Charpentier.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
To the inside.
Pass to Blanchet. Mad. Screened by Elich.
5 on the clock for three. That one is off.
Maybe he thinks he can shoot his way out of this cold spell. But me personally, I don't think that's the case. Somebody tell him it's time to give up the three.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot.
Blanchet. Pass to Mad. Now here's MP.
Takes the three. Here's Zadirko. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
I love that possession for Paris. Get into your center inside and let Zadirko cause some issues.
Timeout called Paris.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
Strasburg leading.
Here's Miller. And too long on the shot.
And it's Paris with the ball. Pass to MP.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Monsieur picks one up.
Pushing the action, making his presence felt. MP is getting it done at the offensive end.
And he makes both free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Leduc. Covered by Portier. Frankfurt for 3. Back to Leduc.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
Dumont. He's guarded by Roquefort. Pass to Elich. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
Well, Elich has been in these kind of situations before. He knows how to get it done, and his team needs him the most.
Good job throwing that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys.
Harris trailing. Outside Dumont. MP
to the right side.
Back to Portier.
6 on the shot clock. Inside.
MP.
Down goes basket 6 for him. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
No doubt, that was huge. MP stepping up.
Left side, Leduc. Up top, Monsieur.
Miller.
Pass to Roquefort.
For 3.
And Elich pulls it down. Portier. MP on the wing. Back to Dumont.
To the wing on the left.
And here's Elich. Back to Portier.
The 19-foot shot. He can't get it to go. They're running.
Here's Leduc.
Finished off the break.
It's hitting shots in those moments that'll get Leduc picked in the first round.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
Here's MP.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Goodness. And they call MP's number. And he comes down with the biggest play of the night.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first. And that puts them up 5.
Yeah, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent and deep.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And that's just what they have to do in order to get that ball back.
Yeah, to me, that's a good foul. Clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury him for sure.
And Paris FC basket, call time.
Yeah, you're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling him to take the easy points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you can go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Now called Paris.
What's your take, guys?
They can call all the timeouts they want, but it really isn't going to do them any good.
No, there's nothing they can do to salvage this one at this point.
Yeah, it's just a stat padding time.
As the clock reaches 0, it's going to be Strasburg Basket Pro getting the win. Well done defending their home court.
Well, you could tell this is a game they wanted to win. So many fans here tonight, and this was a bit of a statement game for Strasburg.
You know, the energy that Strasburg played with might have been the difference in the end. They fed off the crowd.
And Leduc did everything he needed to do to get this win at home. You just get the feeling that he wanted to show out in his matchup against MP.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Tim Swartz, Brian Banafitemi, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
Vincent Divic is considered one of France's best playmakers, but he thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
Look, I have a ton of respect for guys in this league, guys like Vince. That's why I'm here. Because going up against these guys is going to make me a better basketball player. So to outplay someone like Vince, that means I'm on the right track. And it makes me want to work even harder.
How was the escort go?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh, yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. He just also needs to update his references.
Right. And you've played great against the top prospects. Your game is looking polished.
Great, so all good news.
Yeah, that's right. Most mocks have you solidly in the second round at this point.
Second round?
Okay, I know you, MP, and I know you're better than that. But this is all going according to plan, all right? This time last year, you weren't even in the 2K250. Now the NBA is looking like a foregone conclusion. Let that sink in. That's massive.
Yeah. You're right, man. This is good. This is good for us.
It's better than good. And if you can make it to the EBA championship, you've got a chance to make things great. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Yeah. I will. I got you, Austin. Thanks.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
L'Aigle.
L'Aigle means eagle, right? Yeah, so dude can soar, no doubt. Great finisher. But we gotta deny him the ball, because he knows how to get to the cup once he gets the rock.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us. We've been chasing that all year. And I know our fans want it too. A lot of them even have tickets already to Istanbul. So we're going to leave everything we have tonight on that floor and make sure nobody's calling the airlines asking for that refund.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of the FBSL on 2K Sports. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. Coming up, it'll be Paris versus Marseille.
And Paris FC has been the surprise of the season. They've pulled out some impressive wins, and with just one more win here tonight, they're going to qualify for the EBA tournament.
And it's safe to say that MP has led this team far beyond expectation.
No question about that. I mean, if they get into that EBA tournament, well, anything can happen from there. But don't sleep on Marseille. They've got a lot of experienced players like Louis Dupont, who are about as competitive as it gets. Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Illich.
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Down low, MP looking confident, ready to cash in.
Barrow outside.
Down low.
Bourgeois.
And that one drops.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Now here's Bourgeois. And stolen by MP.
Shoots it.
Rebound by Barrow.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them. And the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Outside Bourgeois. Back to Dupont. That falls. Great assist by Bourgeois.
Around the basket is where Dupont really excels.
To the middle.
Out to Ahern. Pass to Portier. MP. Back to Portier.
To the paint.
Here's MP.
And he uses the glass on the way up. And as a point guard, Portier understands it's his responsibility to involve his teammates. That's a great pass right there.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most have them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
You know, he had no chance but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
And that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't knock that one out of bounds.
Good defense.
Marseille trailing. Now here's Brisebois. Outside for DuPont. Parker a screen.
Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 16. That's good on the jumper. It's all knotted up.
Well, the name Parker is obviously well known in France. Theo's got a bigger frame than Tony, but sometimes you squint and you see the jumper from afar.
Outside Dumont. Pass to MP.
The 3.
Here's Illich.
And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And a lot of rumors swirling for Bogi Illich. Some folks close to him feel that this could be his final season.
No announcement yet for Bogi, but there's a small chance that we could be watching the final act of his basketball career. Again, this is all speculation, as Bogi hasn't indicated if this is it for him.
Now Paris FC basket with it. Back to Portier. MP.
Drills the three-pointer.
Shooting with no hesitation. You just have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
Now here's Barrow.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Dumont with it. And DuPont picks him up defensively. Portier.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Timeout called Paris.
Two minutes now played in this second quarter.
Pass to Illich. Pass to MP.
Beyond the arc.
Marseille basketball pulls it in. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Inside, here's Bourgeois. That one falls, coming off Brisebois' feed.
Nice job by Bourgeois, getting to his spots and getting exactly what he wanted.
MP with it. Bourgeois on him. Kept alive.
Good on the bucket.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass. He's just killing them.
Pass to Riyard. And here's Bourgeois.
And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws.
Portier picks one up.
And Brisebois very clever in how he picks up these calls. The defense has to be more careful trying to guard him.
So he gets them both. And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
MP on the wing. Back to Portier. Pass to Ahern. Here's MP.
Makes it off the glass.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Bourgeois inside. Guarded by Dumont. Bourgeois, that's good.
It's just a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the court, guys.
And here's MP from the arc. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Pass to Parker.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Parker.
If they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
I mean, that's got to be what they're aiming for here, right?
Let's hope.
Portier outside. Pass to Dumont. Back to MP.
That will count. And it's good at the buzzer. Wow.
How about that? A perfect finish to the half for them as they tack on another 3 points to the lead.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 5. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Here's Barrow.
And he's off on his first shot of the game.
It's Paris leading. MP outside. Elich.
Parker defending.
Pass to Dumont.
From downtown.
Parker grabs the miss. Here's Marseille with the ball. Barrow outside. Bourgeois. Rejected by MP.
That's just incredible defensive timing from MP. He understands when to go after those blocks.
He's been able to find the open man every trip down the floor.
Yeah, it sure has seemed like it. Great day passing the basketball for him.
And that one misses.
Dupont on the wing. They get it back. Parker a screen.
Shot clock at 5.
That's good, and it's Dupont with the assist.
Another good trip for him. He's going to take it on himself to get them back in this game.
Pass to MP.
Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, anytime your point guard's doing good work inside, it makes an offense that much more dangerous. And Portier, he surely understands that.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Pass to Brisebois. Barrow outside.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team when Barrow is burying triples.
Now MP. And the foul called on Brisebois.
That is his first foul of the game.
And they're one away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
Portier outside.
6 on the shot clock. 13 feet out.
It's hauled in by Bourgeois. Marseille trailing. Pass to Barrow.
3-pointer.
And again, it's Marseille with a three.
Well, they sagged off him, and no hesitation on his part to rise up and bury the three.
Ahern, he's covered by Barrow. MP right side. And another miss by Paris. Outside Bourgeois.
Parker's shot is good.
The shot's finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
That's in there. Barrow with the assist.
Nice look provided by Barrow. Good ball movement from Marseille there.
Inside, here's MP, and he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That shot was huge as they try to hang on to this lead.
Yeah, they've been seeing it slip away, but that bucket could be what jump-starts their offense once again.
Sometimes it just takes one.
Shoots.
Brisebois, no good. Now Paris FC basket with it.
They've led by as many as 11 points.
MP, no good. Now Brisebois.
5 points in the game.
Pass to Dupont.
Parker.
Good work defensively by Elitch.
Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Using his size around the rim. Elitch cashing in for two, playing big for Paris.
Here's Dupont. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up some points.
Paris. Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC Basket and Marseille Basketball. MP outside.
To the right side. To the paint.
And the rebound goes to Marseille Basketball.
Parker. Sadirko defending.
Well, Parker deals with plenty of physical defense, but he can throw it out too.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
Here's Portier.
And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Back to MP.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
It's been an excellent performance from the field for him.
Here's Dupont. Bourgeois, that's good.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
And that one good.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Pass to Barrow.
And that misses. That would have put them up.
Elitch with it. MP. Yes, and a nice assist from Elitch.
What an effort from MP on the offensive end. He knows they need a bucket, and he gives them one.
Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play opportunity. One free throw coming up.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they called Dupont. big. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim for the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
To the middle.
Here's MP. Yep. Count it.
Superb assist. He played the role of maestro on that one.
Now here's the ball.
Up top, Parker.
It's rebounded by Dumont. It's Paris leading. NP on the wing. Right side, Illich. Back to MP. It's good.
Nice find by Bogdan Illich. Listen, this guy has seen everything during his long pro career.
Here's Bourgeois.
Score the bucket. He is 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Now you can see the comfort level Bourgeois has in these big situations. He wants to be the guy.
MP outside. Kick out to Dumont.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Parker.
Bourgeois outside. Parker a screen.
Holds it.
And it's MP with the rebound. Ahern outside. Pass to Portier. MP. Takes it out to Portier.
Down low.
MP.
Connects!
The bigger the moment, the brighter MP shines. That is a play to remember.
Now a timeout called by Marseille.
Well, they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, then they can try for a stop in the next possession. If there's less than 24 left, they'll have to foul.
Pass to Dupont. Barrow.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
I think Barrow fed off the pressure there. He let it fire him up.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
And here's Paris.
They've led by as many as 11 points. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Huge spot here for MP.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Now a timeout called by Marseille.
Quick bucket then foul. It's really the only option they have at this point.
And the important thing, Tim, is who they foul. They don't want to send an ace to the line if they can avoid it.
Exactly, Brian. Find the worst free throw shooter immediately.
Pass to Brisebois.
From outside, off the mark.
He only got his finger to that shot in the block attempt.
That was just as effective as a block and made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Yeah, it wasn't officially a block, but really it might as well have been.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EVA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it. Wayne Graves, MP, they've worked together. They've led this team further than anyone could have imagined.
And for Paris FC, with a trip to the EVA tourney in hand, who knows how far they can go.
I would not bet against them at this point, no matter who the opponent is. This team has grown so much, and right now they're riding a lot of confidence heading into the tournament.
Well, that'll do it for now. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga thanking you for tuning in.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EBA Championships?
Wow, I mean, my whole squad, y'all, come over. We're looking forward to it. This has been one of our goals all season long, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. Coach Graves always stresses taking it one day at a time, and that's what we're going to do, right?
Well, yeah. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. Go celebrate, boys.
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA Championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there. I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're going to get a lot more.
When? But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air, and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you got to take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But with the best players in the tournament, the most experienced, strongest will win. I expect him to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Well, tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe. Have been for some time now. We're gonna have to scrap and claw every possession if we're gonna pull this one out. But we've got a great team too, and I know we've got what it takes to win this one.
MP.
Thank you.
MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA Championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Now here's Guvan. Back to Toprak.
Makes it off the glass.
That's a good look for Toprak. That's exactly what Istanbul is working towards offensively.
And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
A little role reversal there, slamming it down right in the face of the big man.
Now Portier. Pass to MP. Illich. He's guarded by Kaya.
Fires the three.
MP, no good.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss. Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's up.
Seems like just yet.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament. The most experienced. Strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
A kick out to DeMol.
Off target from three-point range.
Outside Guvan.
Inside.
Oh, a nice shot by Ganesh. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
And here's Istanbul. Ganesh sets a screen. Guvan from outside. Here's Kaya. Oh, Kaya with the stuff.
Well, credit Kaya with some major energy. When big men like him work hard on the glass, they sometimes get rewarded for it.
Here's MP.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be taught, be coachable, and now he's a force.
And here's Guvan.
The three-pointer is on target.
From way back there, Ali Deniz Guvan showing why he might be the best player in Europe.
To the inside. And MP again.
Don't take your eyes off him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Left side, Toprak.
Sinks that one from the post.
That's a good look for Toprak. That's exactly what Istanbul is working towards offensively.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
Now here's Portier. MP, Ganesh defending. Here's MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
And when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Fires it.
Nice D from Portier. Harris with the lead. Ahern outside. Outside Dumont.
The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
Kaya with a bucket.
Kaya playing big in close, playing huge in this EBA final.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side, arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
3 on the clock.
Here's MP for 3. And it's Ganesh with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look. And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Now here's Portier.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
What intensity from MP in the paint, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Move on with it. Covered by Portier. That shot by Gouvan, no good. Harris trailing.
And he lobs it up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
Terrific energy from MP down in the paint, working hard to get the shot off while being fouled.
So he gets them both. Here's Korkmaz. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle.
That shot by Tuna, no good. MP inside.
Zadirko. With 2 seconds left.
And Zadirko with the jam.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far.
Paris FC basket ahead. Welcome back to the Eternal City. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
Istanbul trailing.
Here's Korkmaz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the paint. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Wow, Zadirko with 3 key words. Get off me.
Pass to Arslan.
Jacks up a 3.
Harris grabs the miss. MP outside.
Down low.
And out of bounds. Istanbul will take it.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Now Govan.
For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by. 2 points. That one goes in.
Such a smart player. You just never know what Gouvan's going to do with it.
Here's Paris.
To the paint. It's stolen. Gets to the corner and hits it.
And when you try to compare Gouvon to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Gouvon gives the team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far. You can always depend on him to put that lead pass right on the money.
Count that one.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here's the three. Sinks the triple.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there. Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
That was just as effective as a block. It made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Yeah, it wasn't officially a block, but really it might as well have been.
And good that time.
A nice conclusion to a good-looking possession. Coach has got to be happy about that one.
To the inside. Here's MP. It's deflected.
Pass to Idemish. Here's Gouvon.
In the baseline jumper, no good.
Outside Dumont. MP.
And that one drops.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one over the big fella.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
Now here's Toprak. Here's Ganesh. Offensive rebound.
Fires from deep.
And Toprak, good for 3.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What a passing display he's putting on.
He is spoiling it. It's just another fantastic assist for the highlight reel.
Left side to Wall.
To the left side wing.
Pass to Ganesh.
Just 4 to shoot. Off target with the 3.
It's Paris leading. Now Ahern. Here's Portier. Here's MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
You know, he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He needs to keep on working for those good looks.
Back to Gouvon. Outside Toprak.
There's the 3. Connects from three-point range.
And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
We kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Outside Gouvon. Toprak.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
MP with it. Ganesh on him. Elic.
Makes it off the glass.
Very clever passing. He put the ball on a silver platter for him.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Here's Ganesh.
A shot from the low post is good.
A battle of size and strength inside, and Ganesh wins out.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And MP gets it to go.
He put that lead pass on a platter for him.
Now here's Gouvon. Covered by Portier. From deep Toprak. Harris grabs the miss.
They've led by as much as 10.
And there's a foul called on MP.
That's his first foul.
Great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And really heads up, too, reading the play and beating him to the spot.
And that can fire a team up.
Istanbul trailing. And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Guvan might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
Timeout called, Paris. Here's Idemish.
To the middle.
Kaya. Pass to Idemish. Here's Aksoy.
Shoots. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
Boy, the defense we've seen today reminds me of the great defensive era back in the 80s. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, right. I mean, neither team has done enough on defense to warrant any kind of compliment.
And I'm not giving them any, that's for sure.
Now here's MP. Toprak covering.
Here's Zadirko. Cams the 12-footer.
Well, just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Here's Kaya.
That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Zadirko outside. MP. He's guarded by Kaya. Back to MP.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
He just is not missing today. What a day he's had.
Absolutely, and they've needed every one of those shots he's hit. He's kept them in this game.
He's just carrying this team.
Now a timeout called by Istanbul.
So both teams changing it up here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Outside Toprak. Ganesh. Pass to Guval. Ganesh sets the screen.
Let's go with a 3.
A shot by Guval, no good. And it's Paris with the ball.
It's a 5-point game,
and Ahern gets it to go.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Portier with it.
Inside. Here's MP. Faked in off the glass.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
Just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
Good on the first. And that narrows the gap to 7.
When you look at Ali Denise Guvan's game, it's pretty much complete. It makes him an elite level player in this league, and he's got it all figured out.
Those free throws edge them closer. A couple stops on defense, and they might not be down for long.
Down low. Deflects the pass. Here we go, one-on-one.
Here's Ganesh.
Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Stolen by Elish. Ahern outside.
High arcing shot.
And MP with a nice bucket inside.
Showing off his skills. MP going with the floater and just dropping it in.
Now here's Duval.
He's guarded closely.
Kaya with a bucket.
He really had his eyes open. Good vision to see they had an open shot outside and get there.
Here's MP.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
He's been Mr. Reliable again today. They need his points, and he's providing them.
Now a timeout called by Istanbul.
Fires for three.
The offensive rebound.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Kaya, little trouble connecting offensively. The defense has to try and hassle him more. He has been huge tonight.
And it's Paris with the ball.
And so they foul intentionally. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And here's MP.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
An example right there, guys, is how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral here. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Now Portier.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
They've got to be happy with the effort, the result, the outcome. Great night.
W is a W. Shot clock at 6. A drive by MP. Sweet little floater.
Time runs out, and it's Paris FC Basket who will be crowned as the EBA champions. What an unlikely run it's been for them, and they finish off what they started.
Unreal, guys. I mean, this has to be one of the biggest, fastest...
Let's go! Hey, Boggy, we're the EBA champions now, baby.
Yes.
Yes!
This is good.
I think he likes you now.
Hey,
Maybe.
Look it, when me and Boggy started off, we had our problems, but that guy is one of a kind.
Actually, he has a twin. So technically, there are two of him.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta meet that guy.
Unbelievable work, MP!
I haven't seen this much talent at this young age since Nas put out Pneumatic.
Hey, I actually like that one.
Hey, when you get to the NBA, put in a good word for me, okay?
I got you, Coach. But hey, these guys are gonna miss you.
I know, and I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Let's go! We the champs, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP, congratulations on your stunning achievement. As a 19-year-old playing his first season in the French Basketball Super League, how do you feel looking back at your accomplishments?
Well, playing here has set me up to succeed at the next level. I've proven myself against the best pros in Europe, developed my game, increased my skill level, and learned how to take the physicality. All of that can only help me as I prepare to come back home.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
Oui.
MP, what comes next for you? Will you enter the draft? Right now you're projected as a second rounder. Any chance you come back to FC Basket for another season?
It's a tough decision for anyone, really. I mean, I would love to stay in Europe. I can see myself having a long and successful career here, but my friends and family, they're all back in the USA. And my dream is to play in the NBA, so I'm gonna keep pursuing that dream. First round, second round, it really doesn't matter to me at this point. I believe in my work ethic, and I believe in giving a chance. I'll rise to the occasion. So I'll get with my agent, talk about my options, but if the projections stay the way they are, then I'll most certainly be declaring for the draft. Welcome.
Look at this.
How can you afford all this?
Ma, can I get a hello before you start questioning my finances?
I missed you.
I missed you more, Ma.
You look strong.
That's because I am.
Hey, did you bring me my rope for it?
Man, that stuff stunk up my luggage. I'm surprised customs let me through.
No, that is the king of cheeses there. Come on.
Of course, for you, Ma, I brought you some prints from the Louvre.
What? Oh, you didn't have to get me anything.
No. How else would you know I was thinking about you? So, hey, don't mind your stuff. Leave that there, and we'll go talk to Austin and Xander, and afterwards we can grab some dinner.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
There's my
There
guy.
they are.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Film
Good to
me?
see you.
I don't see any cameras.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
What?
I already told you we're not filming a reality TV show. You're not going to be surrounded by a bunch of cameras. We're filming content for my socials.
That's a fair question, though. If I'm recording, you'll know it. I use a DSLR mostly.
Whatever that means, take your word for it.
Anyway, it is such a pleasure to finally meet both of you.
Oh, same here. MP's told me so many great things about you guys.
You're
Awesome.
lying,
Hi.
but I believe you. You must be a great agent.
Thank you. Thank
Quit messing with the man.
you. Here, please.
Oh, thank you.
Austin, MP said that you were going to walk us through some of your draft strategies.
Dad, no. We'll get to that. Chill, please.
Oh, no, it's fine. Why don't we get to it, and then I'll let you guys catch up.
Austin,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so as we all know, MP's being mocked in the second round. Now, his talent exceeds that valuation, but ironically, that puts us in a very strong position. If he were mocked just a bit higher, he would have been a late first rounder. And then whoever wanted to draft him would be completely out of our control. But the second round is the Wild West. And you can play wherever you want if you play your cards right. And of course, landing in the right organization is just as important to having a long, successful NBA career as having talent.
And another thing, in this room, I'm making a promise to everyone. On moms, I'm going to make everyone who passed up on me regret it.
Oh, MP.
Look, I know that's not easy for a mom to hear, but that kind of chip on your shoulder is actually a great thing in a competitive industry like professional sports. So,
thank Austin.
Okay, so if anyone can draft him in the second round, how can he choose where he goes?
well, there's actually two ways we can play this. First, we roll the dice. Let whoever's going to draft you, draft you. And I've got a list of interested teams here. But you can also work the system. If you tell people you only want to play for Team X, they'll listen because no one wants drama from a second rounder.
What if Team X doesn't want MP?
Ma.
Well, I'm just asking. Just asking, honey.
That's a very shrewd question. That's where workouts come in. Now, I can get MP a workout with anyone. And if he impresses at that workout, chances are...
When, Austin, when I impress at the workouts.
There you go.
Okay, what do you recommend?
Well, if it were me, I would think long and hard about what my style of play is, what role I think I can fill, and then I'd see what team fits my style and has a need for my role. You also want a front office who you trust to make smart decisions. And if geography is important to you, you should consider that as well.
Okay, honey. How do you want to approach this?
I have some ideas, but honestly, it's a lot to take in.
I know. Well, look, guys, I put all the information you need right here on the TV. List of interested teams, scheduled workouts, etc. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, you know where to reach me. I can give you all the advice in the world on this, MP, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life, your decision. Good news is, your future's in your hands.
We appreciate it, Austin.
All right, Chris, I have something to admit to you.
Wait, what? Admit what?
I am not the expert 2K player that I might seem to be.
I'm tired of all this sitting around.
Hey, we still got the hoop set up in the driveway if you want to blow off some steam.
What are you talking about, Pops? I'm not trying to get all sweaty before they call my name.
Okay.
I got this new outfit on, and Xander's immortalizing this. Aren't you, Xander?
Sure.
Look at that.
Xander, how does my makeup look?
Xander, tell my mom she looks beautiful. Ma, you look beautiful.
Thank you, honey.
Austin,
Yeah.
where we at?
We're entering the range where you could hear your name called.
Bet. Okay, everybody
exciting.
remember, I want to hear it on TV first, okay? It's just how I always pictured it. So, Austin, even if you get a call from a GM, just keep it to yourself, okay?
Marching orders
All right?
haven't changed. Got it.
All right.
If it were me, I would want to know right away. I'm just saying.
Pops, it's a 5-second difference. Chill. Plus,
Hey.
Xander said it's better for the TV show. Ain't that right, Xander?
I think it'd be good either way, but
Great.
I got you.
It's just how I want it, all right? When you get drafted, you can do it your way. Isn't that right, Mom?
Yes. Just relax, honey, okay? This is a day of celebration.
Whoa, quiet. Next pick is in.
With the next pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select MP.
Wow!
Yes!
Yes! Congratulations! I did it!
Hey,
I
congratulations,
can't believe this, man.
You deserve it.
Oh my God, is this
deserve
real?
it, baby.
Is this real, Zen?
How's it feel when Peter finds out where you're going?
Man, it's hard to put into words, so what I can say, man, is this is truly a dream come true.
Yes.
Look, I'm going to a great franchise with a great front office who's building something special, and I'm so happy to be a part of that, and I can't wait to get to work for them. Mom, Dad.
Congratulations.
So proud of you.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Pop.
Oh, honey.
We did it.
You did it.
Yeah. We get that?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Hey, where's Austin? Austin, what now?
Now you get ready for the rest of your life.
Get out of here, you crazy boy. Ma!
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
So proud of you. Thank you.
Wait. What, no, why are you saying like that?
I ain't want to assume.
That's weird. Why are you saying it like that?
I didn't want to assume, but I figured after you got drafted.
No. Zen, bro, we're linked now. All right? Look, I got big plans for this season, and I need someone with me I can trust. All right? So obviously you can say no to this deal, but I'm really hoping you don't. Okay.
No, I'm in. I got you.
Look, so I got a couple of ideas already, but they're not really fleshed out.
Hey, listen, no rush of mine, bro. You good?
Bet. I'm gonna link with Austin, have him set up a meeting for us in a few weeks, and then we'll talk about what comes next.
I am at your service.
Okay, you're hustling again.
When did our baby boy become a businessman?
Babe, he's been trying to boss me around since he was 18 months old. This ain't nothing new.
Well, Uncle Rick just called and he said everybody's waiting for us at the diner, so we should probably head over soon so we can get to the party.
Okay. Yeah. Man, I still can't believe this is all real.
Just wait. You're only getting started.